What if you could completely rewire the way you think, act, and respond to life's challenges? This isn't about quick fixes or shallow motivation. It's about timeless wisdom, principles that have helped philosophers, warriors, and leaders develop unshakable strength, discipline, and clarity. These 30 lessons will show you how to take control of your mind, master your emotions, and build the kind of resilience that no setback can break. But here's the truth: knowledge alone changes nothing. Action does. If you're ready to stop making excuses, stop waiting for the right time, and take full ownership of your life. Before we begin, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more powerful insights on mindset, discipline, and self-mastery. Stay focused, stay strong. Let's get started. 1. Master your mind, master your life. Your mind can be your greatest asset or your greatest enemy. The difference? Whether you control it or it controls you. Most people live as prisoners of their own thoughts. They let fear, doubt, and emotions dictate their actions. But those who master their minds master their lives. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor, ruled an empire while keeping inner peace. How? By training his mind daily. Here's how you can do the same. Question your thoughts. Not every thought deserves your belief. When you catch yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough," or "this is impossible," pause and ask, is this absolutely true? Most of the time, it's not. Epictetus said, "It's not events that disturb us, but our interpretation of them." Train yourself to challenge negative thoughts before accepting them as reality. Practice stillness. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Take 5 to 10 minutes daily to sit in silence, away from distractions. Observe your thoughts. Detach from them. The more you practice stillness, the more control you gain over your mind. Control your reactions. You can't control what happens, but you can control your response. Next time someone insults you, instead of reacting with anger, see it as a test of your composure. Stay calm. Smile. Walk away. This is true power. As Seneca said, the greatest remedy for anger is delay. Feed your mind wisely. If you consume negativity, news, gossip, toxic people, you will think negatively. But if you read philosophy, surround yourself with disciplined people, and seek wisdom, your mind will reflect that. Jim Rohn put it best: "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Choose wisely. Your mind is the command center of your life. If you allow it to be filled with doubt, fear, and distractions, your actions will reflect that. But if you train it to be disciplined, calm, and focused, nothing will stand in your way. You are not a slave to your emotions. You are not a victim of your thoughts. You have the power to reshape your mind, and in doing so, you reshape your destiny. Master your mind, and you will master your life. The choice is yours. Ready for the next lesson? I bet you do. 2. Stop seeking external validation. Have you ever held back from speaking your mind, pursuing a goal, or making a decision, just because you feared what others might think? Most people spend their lives chasing approval, shaping their actions to fit expectations, and avoiding judgment. But here's the truth. The moment you stop seeking validation, you gain real freedom. You start living for yourself, not for an imaginary audience. You don't need permission to be yourself. You don't need applause to do what's right. The greatest minds in history, from Marcus Aurelius to Elon Musk, moved forward despite criticism. They weren't controlled by opinions. They focused on their purpose. And so can you. 4 ways to break free from external validation. Realize that no one cares as much as you think. People are too busy worrying about themselves. That awkward moment, that mistake, that thing you're overanalyzing, most people won't even notice. And if they do, they'll forget. Stop giving power to imaginary critics. Detach from praise and criticism. Marcus Aurelius put it simply: we love ourselves more than other people, yet care more about their opinion than our own. Don't let compliments inflate you, and don't let criticism break you. Both are temporary and irrelevant to your real purpose. Ask yourself, would I still do this if no one saw? If your motivation comes from being seen or admired, you're not acting from real conviction. The strongest people in the world do what matters to them, whether or not anyone is watching. Build inner confidence. True self-worth comes from what you do, not from what others say. The people who make an impact don't wait for approval. They take action, They lead, and they trust their own judgment. And just remember, freedom begins the moment you stop chasing validation. Live by your values. Make decisions based on what you believe, and never let fear of judgment hold you back. The only approval you need is your own. 3. Train yourself to expect nothing. Most frustration in life comes from one thing: unmet expectations. You expect people to treat you a certain way. You expect rewards for your hard work. You expect life to be fair. But reality doesn't care about expectations. The more you expect, the more you suffer. The strongest people don't rely on external outcomes for happiness. They do what needs to be done and accept whatever comes. They are never disappointed because they expect nothing. And yet, they often receive more than they ever imagined, because they focus on action, not entitlement. How to train yourself to expect nothing. Detach from outcomes. Focus on the process, not the result. Work hard, improve daily, and let go of the need for a specific outcome. Do it because it matters, not because you expect a reward. Accept that life owes you nothing. No one is coming to save you. No one is obligated to make you happy. The sooner you accept this, the stronger you become. Stop waiting. Start acting. Give without expecting in return. Help people because you want to, not because you expect gratitude. Love without demanding love back. The less you expect, the more peace you'll have. Face reality as it is. People will disappoint you. Plans will fail. Life will throw obstacles your way. When you stop expecting things to be easy, you become unshakable when they're not. Takeaway: happiness is not found in getting what you expect. It's found in accepting what is and making the best of it. Train yourself to expect nothing, and you will never be disappointed. Instead, you will be free. 4. Silence is power. Learn to listen. In a world where everyone is talking, few are truly listening. Most people speak to be heard, to prove themselves, or to fill the silence. But those who understand the power of silence hold the real strength. They observe more, learn more, and control conversations without saying much. Think of the greatest leaders, strategists, and thinkers: Marcus Aurelius, Sun Tzu, even modern-day visionaries. They knew that silence was not emptiness, but control. The more you listen, the more you understand. The less you react, the more powerful you become. How to practice the power of silence. Pause before you speak. Before responding to anything, criticism, praise, or conflict, pause. Give yourself time to think. Most regrets come from words spoken in haste. Listen with full attention. When someone speaks, don't just wait for your turn to reply. Truly listen. People reveal everything if you pay attention, and those who listen gain the upper hand in any interaction. Use silence to command respect. Speaking less makes your words more valuable. When you do speak, people will listen. The loudest person in the room is rarely the most powerful. The quiet one who observes is. Silence is strength in conflict. When someone tries to provoke you, stay calm. Let them waste their energy. Your silence will frustrate them more than any argument ever could. Silence is not weakness, it is discipline. Those who control their tongue control their mind. Speak with purpose, listen with intent, and watch how the world starts to respect your presence. 5. Discipline over motivation. Motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes, rising with inspiration and vanishing when things get tough. If you rely on motivation, you'll only take action when you feel like it, and that's a guaranteed way to fail. Discipline, on the other hand, doesn't care how you feel. It doesn't wait for inspiration. It doesn't make excuses. It simply does. The most successful people in the world, athletes, entrepreneurs, warriors, aren't always motivated, but they are always disciplined. If you only work when you want to, you'll never achieve anything great. But if you train yourself to show up every day, no matter what, success is inevitable. How to build discipline. Do it even when you don't feel like it. The days you don't want to do something are the days it matters most. Push through resistance, and you train your mind to obey you, not your emotions. Create a non-negotiable routine. Decide once, not every day. If you say, "I'll work out at 6 a.m., don't debate it when the alarm rings. Just get up. Discipline is built in these small moments of commitment. Remove emotion from the equation. Motivation asks, "Do I feel like it?" Discipline says, "It doesn't matter." Train yourself to take action regardless of mood, and soon it will become second nature. Win the small battles first. Start with small daily victories. Make your bed, finish what you start, stick to your word. These add up, creating an unbreakable habit of discipline. Just remember, motivation is a spark. Discipline is the fire that keeps burning. If you want real success, stop waiting to feel ready. Show up, do the work, and watch yourself become unstoppable. 6. Live each day as if it were your last. Most people live as if they have all the time in the world. They waste days procrastinating, holding grudges, avoiding risks, and waiting for the right moment. But what if today was your last? Would you still delay your dreams? Would you still waste time on meaningless distractions? Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, wrote, "You are living as if destined to live forever." Your own frailty never occurs to you. You don't notice how much time has passed, but squander it as though you had a full and overflowing supply. The truth is, no one knows how much time they have left, and that should not make you fearful. It should make you focused. How to live fully every day? Stop waiting, start acting. If something is important, do it now. Stop saying one day and make it day one. Let go of trivial problems. If you had one day left, would you spend it arguing? Holding grudges? Complaining? Probably not. Don't waste energy on things that don't matter. Tell people what they mean to you. Don't assume you'll always have time. Say the words you need to say. Appreciate people while you still can. Take risks that matter. Fear of failure keeps most people stuck. But when you realize time is limited, the fear of not trying becomes far greater. Be fully present. Put down your phone. Listen when people talk. Savor the small moments. Don't just exist, experience life. You don't get to choose when your last day will be, but you do get to choose how you live today. Stop postponing your life. Live boldly. Love deeply. Act now, because one day, you'll wake up and there won't be a tomorrow. 7. Take action, not just intention. Everyone intends to do great things. People say they want to start a business, get in shape, learn a skill, or change their life. But most never follow through. They plan, they talk, they wait for the right time, but they never take action. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus put it simply, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. Your thoughts, plans, and dreams don't define you. Your actions do. No one respects the person who talks about writing a book. They respect the one who writes it. If you wait for the perfect moment, you'll wait forever. If you wait for motivation, you'll stay stuck. The only way to create change is to take the first step, imperfectly, immediately, and consistently. How to stop thinking and start doing. Lower the barrier to action. Stop overcomplicating things. Want to get in shape? Do 10 push-ups right now. Want to start a project? Work on it for just 5 minutes. Action creates momentum. Kill the excuses. You'll always have reasons to delay. Too busy. Too tired. Not ready. But the people who succeed have the same excuses, and they act anyway. Make action a habit. Set daily, non-negotiable tasks. No more waiting for the right mood or more time. Start before you feel ready, and readiness will follow. Measure progress, not perfection. Small steps compound over time. Focus on progress, not waiting for the perfect conditions. You will not be remembered for what you intended to do, only for what you did. Stop waiting. Stop hesitating. The best time to act was yesterday. The second best time is now. 8. See obstacles as opportunities. Most people see obstacles as problems, something to avoid, complain about, or give up on. But the truth is, obstacles are necessary. They are the very thing that forces you to grow, to adapt, and to become stronger. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic emperors, wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, the obstacle is the path. The world's most successful people, entrepreneurs, athletes, leaders, did not succeed despite their challenges, but because of them. They learned to turn setbacks into lessons, failures into wisdom, and difficulties into fuel for their success. How to turn obstacles into opportunities. Reframe the challenge. Instead of thinking this is unfair or why me, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? A shift in mindset changes everything. Focus on what you can control. You can't control traffic, the economy, or other people's actions, but you can control your response. Instead of complaining, take action where you do have power. Use resistance as training. Just like muscles grow by pushing against resistance, Your mind strengthens by facing challenges. Every hardship is making you tougher, wiser, and better prepared for the future. Keep moving forward. Setbacks are only permanent if you stop. The difference between success and failure is the ability to keep going when things get tough. Takeaway: obstacles are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones. The hardship you face today is shaping the person you'll become tomorrow. See it for what it is: an opportunity to rise, to grow, and to prove to yourself that nothing can stop you. 9. Detach from praise and criticism. If you live for approval, you will die from rejection. Praise and criticism are two sides of the same coin. Both come from external sources, and neither should control your self-worth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own." Think about it. How much time have you wasted worrying about what others think? How often have you let a compliment boost your ego or an insult ruin your day? The truth is, you are not defined by what others say about you. Detaching from praise and criticism means taking back control of your mind and emotions. How to stop letting praise and criticism control you. Recognize the trap. When someone praises you, it feels good. But if you rely on it, you become addicted to approval. Likewise, when someone criticizes you, it can hurt, unless you train yourself to see it as feedback, not an attack. Stay grounded in reality. You are not as great as your biggest fans say, nor as terrible as your harshest critics claim. Your value comes from your character, your actions, and your integrity, not from external validation. Remember, opinions are temporary. People's opinions shift constantly. The same crowd that cheers for you today may boo you tomorrow. Don't let fleeting opinions dictate your self-worth. Seek internal validation. Instead of looking outward for approval, ask yourself, did I act according to my values? Did I do my best? If the answer is yes, then external praise or criticism is irrelevant. Takeaway: detach from the noise. Praise and criticism will come and go, but your inner peace should remain unshaken. When you stop seeking approval and fearing judgment, you finally become free. 10. Live with integrity, even when no one watches. Character is what you do when no one is looking. It's easy to act honorable when there's an audience, but true integrity is proven in private moments. The times when cutting corners, telling a lie, or betraying your values would be easy, yet you choose not to. C.S. Lewis put it best. Integrity is doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. In a world where shortcuts, deceit, and fake personas are rewarded, standing firm in your principles is an act of defiance. The question is, are you the same person behind closed doors as you are in public? How to build unshakable integrity. Hold yourself accountable. You don't need an audience to do what's right. Make honesty, discipline, and self-respect non-negotiable, whether or not anyone will ever know. Keep your promises, especially to yourself. Every time you break a promise, even a small one, you weaken your trust in yourself. Be the person whose word means something, no matter how small the commitment. Never trade short-term gain for long-term respect. A lie, a shortcut, or a betrayal might get you ahead today, but it will cost you in the long run. Integrity is a slow-building investment that pays off for life. Do the right thing, even when it's hard. The right path is often the hardest one. Choosing it consistently, despite discomfort or risk, is what separates those with true character from those who only pretend. Takeaway: integrity isn't about reputation, it's about who you are. The world may never see the small choices you make in private, but they shape the foundation of your life. Live in such a way that, even in complete solitude, you would still be proud of yourself. 11. The best revenge is to be unlike your enemy. When someone wrongs you, your first instinct might be to retaliate, to prove a point, to make them suffer, to show them they messed with the wrong person. But what does that accomplish? You lower yourself to their level. You become exactly what you despise. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, understood this deeply. He wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike your enemy." In other words, instead of wasting energy on anger or payback, focus on being better. Rise above. Improve yourself. Win through character, not retaliation. How to rise above instead of seeking revenge. Control your reactions. When insulted or wronged, pause. Instead of reacting emotionally, ask yourself, does this deserve my energy? Most of the time, the answer is no. Let success be your response. Instead of getting even, get better. While they stay bitter, you move forward. Let your growth and success speak louder than any revenge ever could. Don't let others dictate your character. Just because someone lies, cheats, or disrespects you doesn't mean you should do the same. Integrity is staying true to who you are, no matter what others do. Forgive, not for them, but for you. Carrying resentment poisons you, not them. Forgiveness isn't weakness. It's proof that their actions don't control you. Let go and move on. Takeaway: true power isn't in revenge. It's in refusing to let others shape who you become. The moment you stop reacting and start rising above, you win. The best way to get back at your enemies? Leave them behind. 12. Happiness is found in simplicity. We're told that happiness comes from more money, more success, more possessions, more approval. But if that were true, why do so many people with everything still feel empty? Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, who is poor." True happiness doesn't come from endless accumulation. It comes from appreciating what you already have, removing what you don't need, and focusing on what truly matters. How to find happiness in simplicity? Cut out the unnecessary. Take a hard look at your life. Are you chasing things that don't bring real fulfillment? Are you filling your time with distractions instead of purpose? Let go of what doesn't serve you. Find joy in the small things: a deep conversation, a quiet morning, a good book. These moments bring real contentment. If you only chase the next big thing, you'll miss the beauty in front of you. Detach from materialism. There's nothing wrong with success, but if your happiness depends on it, you'll never have enough. Own things, but don't let them own you. Live in the present. Anxiety comes from worrying about the future. Regret comes from dwelling on the past. Happiness comes from fully experiencing now. Takeaway: simplicity isn't about having nothing, it's about needing less. Strip away the excess, and you'll see that what remains is all you ever needed. 13. Anger is a weakness, not strength. Many people mistake anger for power. They think that reacting aggressively makes them strong, that being feared means being respected. But anger is not control, it's the opposite. It's losing control. Marcus Aurelius warned, "How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it?" The damage anger creates, broken relationships, lost opportunities, regret, far outweighs whatever momentary satisfaction it brings. How to master your anger. Pause before reacting. The strongest person in the room isn't the loudest. It's the one who can stay calm under pressure. The next time you feel anger rising, take a breath, step back, and ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Reframe the situation. Instead of seeing insults or setbacks as personal attacks, view them as tests of your discipline. If someone tries to provoke you, recognize that their emotions are out of control, not yours. Use logic, not emotion. When anger clouds your mind, you make reckless decisions. Train yourself to respond with reason, not impulse. Think, will this matter in a week? A year? Most of the time, the answer is no. Turn anger into action. Anger is wasted energy unless you redirect it. Instead of lashing out, use it as fuel to improve yourself. Work harder. Prove people wrong, not with words, but with results. Takeaway: anger feels powerful, but real strength is staying calm when others lose control. Master your emotions, and you master yourself. 14. Control yourself or be controlled. Everyone wants freedom, but few realize that real freedom starts within. If you can't control your impulses, your emotions, and your reactions, then someone or something will control them for you. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." If you give in to anger, distractions, or instant gratification, you're letting the world dictate your actions. True power comes from discipline, not from reacting to every impulse. How to practice self-control. Master your reactions. You can't control what happens, but you can control how you respond. When someone insults you or life throws an obstacle in your way, pause. Breathe. Decide your reaction instead of letting emotions take over. Delay gratification. The ability to wait is the foundation of success. Whether it's food, money, or entertainment, train yourself to resist immediate pleasure for long-term gains. The strongest people don't chase quick dopamine hits. They build real rewards through patience and effort. Eliminate weakness triggers. If you constantly fall into bad habits, remove the temptations. Delete the apps that waste your time. Stop engaging in toxic conversations. Make it easy to do the right thing and hard to do the wrong thing. Create non-negotiable standards. Self-control isn't just about resisting bad habits. It's about building unshakable discipline. Set rules for yourself and follow them, whether it's waking up early, exercising, or working towards your goals daily. Don't wait for motivation. Act on principle. Takeaway: if you don't master yourself, something else will, whether it's emotions, addictions, or other people's influence. Control yourself or be controlled. The choice is yours. 15. Define your values, then live unshakably by them. In a world full of distractions, opinions, and constant pressure to conform, knowing who you are and what you stand for is the key to real strength. Without clear values, you'll be easily swayed by others, chasing approval, following trends, and living a life that isn't truly yours. The Stoics believe that a person should live according to reason and virtue, not emotions or external influences. Seneca wrote, "If you don't know which port you're sailing to, no wind is favorable." Your values are your internal compass. Without them, you're lost. How to practice living by your values. Clarify your core values. What do you truly believe in? What principles are non-negotiable for you? Take time to reflect and write them down. Whether it's honesty, discipline, courage, or integrity, define them clearly. Act in alignment with your values. Knowing your values is one thing. Living by them is another. When faced with decisions, ask yourself, does this align with what I stand for? If not, walk away. Stay true to your principles, even when it's hard. Reject external pressure. The world will try to push you in different directions. Society, friends, and even family might expect you to compromise your values. Don't. If you constantly seek approval, you'll lose yourself in the process. Stand firm. Build a life around your values. Your values should shape your choices, your career, relationships, and daily habits. Surround yourself with people who respect and reinforce your principles. Remove anything that tempts you to stray. Takeaway: your values define you. If you live by them unwaveringly, you will be unbreakable. But if you compromise them, you'll always feel lost. Choose wisely. Before we continue, if you've made it this far, take a second to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more powerful insights. But more importantly, I want to hear from you. Comment below. Which of these principles do you already live by? Which one is the hardest for you to practice? What values do you personally hold above all else? Let's keep the conversation going. Now, let's move forward. 16. Stop complaining, start owning your life. Complaining is easy. Taking responsibility is hard. But here's the truth. Every second you spend complaining is a second wasted. It solves nothing, changes nothing, and only reinforces a victim mentality. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, faced war, betrayal, and loss, yet he never indulged in self-pity. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Complaining is focusing on what's outside your control. Owning your life is focusing on what you can change. How to stop complaining and take ownership. Catch yourself complaining. The next time you start venting about your job, your problems, or unfairness in life, stop. Ask yourself, is this complaint leading to a solution, or am I just reinforcing negativity? Take full responsibility. Your circumstances may not be your fault, but they are your responsibility. Blaming others or external factors only keeps you stuck. Instead of saying, "This isn't fair," ask, "What can I do to change this?" Focus on solutions, not problems. Every problem has two options: dwell on it or do something about it. If something bothers you, take action. If you can't change it, accept it and move on. Wasting energy on things outside your control is a losing game. Develop a no excuses mentality. People who succeed don't make excuses. They adapt, adjust, and move forward. Every time you feel the urge to complain, replace it with action. Train yourself to find solutions instead of reasons to stay stuck. Takeaway: from this moment on, decide that you will own your life. No more excuses. No more waiting for someone to fix things for you. Change starts with you. 17. Control your reactions, not others. Most people waste their energy trying to control what others say, think, or do. They get frustrated when people don't act the way they expect. But the truth is, you can't control others. You can only control yourself. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who was once a slave, understood this deeply. He taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The moment you internalize this, you gain an unshakable power, because no one can control you unless you let them. How to practice this mindset: pause before reacting. When something upsets you, take a deep breath before responding. Give yourself space to choose your reaction instead of letting emotions take over. Detach from external opinions. You will never control what others think or say about you. Accept that. The more you rely on approval, the more power you give away. See challenges as tests of your self-control. Someone insults you? Stay calm. Someone disappoints you? Adapt. Life is constantly testing your ability to remain composed. Make it your mission to pass every test. Master emotional discipline. Feelings are temporary. The anger, frustration, or disappointment you feel today won't matter in a week. Train yourself to rise above momentary emotions and act with clarity. Takeaway: control is an illusion. The only real control you have is over yourself. The moment you accept this, you stop being a victim of circumstances and start being the master of your own life. 18. Own your time or waste your life. Time is the most valuable resource you have. More than money, more than possessions. You can always earn more money, but you can never get back wasted time. The harsh truth? Most people live as if they have forever, spending hours on distractions, procrastination, and meaningless activities. But the reality is, every second that passes is gone forever. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, warned about this. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. If you don't take control of your time, others will do it for you. How to take control of your time. Audit your time. Track where your hours go each day. You'll likely be shocked at how much is wasted on social media, mindless entertainment, or unproductive habits. Prioritize what truly matters. Identify the 20% of activities that bring 80% of the results in your life. Focus on those. Cut out the distractions that don't serve you. Say no more often. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you're saying no to something valuable. Protect your time as fiercely as you would your money. Schedule with intention. Instead of just reacting to life, plan your days with purpose. Block out time for deep work, exercise, learning, and self-improvement. Takeaway: time is slipping away right now as you read this. You can either use it to build the life you want or waste it on things that don't matter. The choice is yours, but remember, lost time is never found again. 19. Own your reactions, not people's actions. Most people waste their energy trying to change others. They get frustrated when someone is rude, disappointed when people don't meet their expectations, and angry when the world doesn't go their way. But here's the truth. You have zero control over how others act. You only control how you respond. How to practice. Pause before reacting. When someone insults you or treats you unfairly, take a deep breath. Instead of immediately reacting, ask yourself, does this deserve my energy? Most of the time, the answer is no. Detach from other people's emotions. Just because someone is angry, rude, or frustrated doesn't mean you have to mirror their emotions. Choose to stay calm. Imagine their negativity as a storm passing by. You don't have to step into it. Shift from reaction to response. Reacting is impulsive. Responding is intentional. The next time someone upsets you, instead of snapping back, pause and choose a response that aligns with your values. This is true control. Let go of the need to control others. The more you try to change people, the more frustrated you'll be. Instead, focus on mastering yourself. That's where real power lies. Takeaway: people will lie, disappoint you, and act unfairly. That's life. But how you respond, that's your choice. Own your reactions, and you own your peace. 20. A calm mind is the real wealth. In a world full of noise, stress, and endless distractions, most people live in a state of constant tension. They chase success, possessions, and recognition, Believing these will bring them peace. But true wealth is not about what you own. It's about the state of your mind. A calm mind allows you to think clearly, make better decisions, and navigate life without being controlled by stress or emotions. Those who master their minds are the ones who truly live in control. How to practice? Don't let chaos control you. Life will always be unpredictable. Instead of reacting impulsively to every challenge, train yourself to stay composed. A calm mind sees solutions where others see problems. Master the art of stillness. Take time each day to disconnect. Whether through meditation, deep breathing, or simply sitting in silence, create space between your thoughts and emotions. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." Detach from what you can't control. Stress often comes from trying to change things that are beyond your power. Focus on what you can influence: your actions, your mindset, and your attitude. Slow down your reactions. When faced with negativity, don't respond instantly. Pause, observe, decide if it's even worth your energy. Most conflicts dissolve when met with calmness instead of emotion. Takeaway: a calm mind is the foundation of wisdom, strength, and true wealth. It gives you the ability to face challenges with clarity rather than fear. When you master your inner world, nothing in the outer world can shake you. 21. Hard times reveal who you are. It's easy to appear strong when life is comfortable. But when adversity strikes, when things don't go your way, when plans fall apart, when pressure builds, your true character is revealed. Some people break under hardship, others rise. The difference isn't luck or talent. It's mindset. Hard times don't create weakness, they expose it. And if you embrace them, they can make you stronger than ever. How to practice? See struggles as tests. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What is this teaching me?" Every difficulty is a chance to develop patience, resilience, and discipline. The greatest minds in history, from Seneca to Viktor Frankl, understood that suffering can shape you into someone better. Stay calm under pressure. In the face of stress, most people panic or complain. Train yourself to stay composed. When everything feels overwhelming, slow down. Breathe. Remind yourself, this moment will pass. My response determines what happens next. Adapt, don't collapse. When life throws obstacles in your path, you have two choices: complain or adjust. Complaining changes nothing. Adjusting makes you stronger. Find solutions. Keep moving forward. Measure yourself by how you respond. Anyone can be positive when things are easy. But how do you handle failure, setbacks, or disappointment? True strength isn't proven in success, it's proven in struggle. Takeaway: hard times don't define you, they reveal you. Every challenge is a mirror reflecting who you really are. The question is, will you let difficulties break you, or will you use them to build an unshakable version of yourself? 22. Live by principles, not impulse. Most people go through life reacting to whatever happens in the moment. They make decisions based on emotions, peer pressure, or short-term desires. But without guiding principles, you become inconsistent, easily swayed, and regretful. Living by impulse leads to chaos. Living by principles leads to clarity, strength, and self-respect. How to practice? Define your core principles. What do you stand for? Honesty, discipline, self-control, integrity? Write down the values that truly matter to you. These are your foundation. They should guide every choice you make. Pause before reacting. Impulses push you to act without thinking. When you're angry, frustrated, or tempted, stop. Take a breath. Ask yourself, does this align with my principles? This small pause can prevent countless bad decisions. Make decisions in advance. If you live by principles, many choices are already made for you. If honesty is your principle, you won't lie, no matter how convenient it is. If self-discipline is your principle, you won't skip hard work just because you don't feel like it. Clarity eliminates hesitation. Let principles guide you, not circumstances. The world is unpredictable. People will disappoint you. Life will test you. If you act based on emotions or circumstances, you'll constantly shift. But if you follow your principles no matter what, nothing can break you. Takeaway: impulse is easy, but it leads to regret. Principles are hard, but they build a life of respect, strength, and consistency. The choice is yours. Live like a leaf blown by the wind, or like a rock that remains steady through any storm. 23. Face your fears or be ruled by them. Fear controls more people than any dictator ever could. It stops you from speaking up, taking action, or chasing what you truly want. Left unchecked, fear doesn't just hold you back, it shrinks your world. Every time you avoid what scares you, fear grows stronger. But when you face it, you take back control. How to practice. Identify your fears. Be honest. What are you afraid of? Failure? Rejection? Judgment? Write them down. Fear thrives in the shadows, but once exposed, it loses power. Take small steps toward discomfort. You don't have to leap straight into your biggest fear, but you must start moving toward it. If you fear public speaking, start by talking more in small groups. If you fear rejection, start by initiating conversations with strangers. Detach from the worst-case scenario. Most fears exist only in your mind. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could realistically happen? And if it did, could you handle it? In almost every case, the answer is yes. Reframe fear as growth. Fear isn't your enemy. It's a signal that you're stepping outside your comfort zone, exactly where growth happens. Instead of avoiding fear, chase it. Each time you face it, you become stronger. Takeaway: you either confront your fears or let them dictate your life. The choice is simple: act despite fear or live in its cage. One path leads to freedom, the other to regret. Which will you choose? 24. Comfort is a trap. Seek growth instead. Comfort feels good. It's safe, predictable, and effortless. But over time, it becomes a prison. The more you stay in your comfort zone, the weaker you become, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Growth requires discomfort, yet most people avoid it. They choose easy over meaningful, pleasure over progress. The result? A life of stagnation and regret. How to practice. Embrace challenges instead of avoiding them. See difficulty as a sign you're on the right path. If something makes you uncomfortable, learning a new skill, pushing your limits, taking risks, it's probably what you need to do. Push yourself daily. Don't settle for the bare minimum. Whether it's in the gym, at work, or in your personal life, do something each day that stretches you beyond what feels easy. Growth is a muscle. Train it. Choose long-term gains over short-term comfort. Watching TV all day is comfortable, but at the end of the week, what have you gained? Nothing. Meanwhile, the person who endured discomfort, reading, working out, learning, has grown stronger. Reframe discomfort as progress. Instead of fearing discomfort, welcome it. The best athletes, entrepreneurs, and leaders got there by stepping into the unknown, struggling, and pushing forward anyway. Takeaway: comfort feels good now, but it costs you later. Growth feels uncomfortable now, but it pays off for life. Every day, you choose one or the other. Which path are you walking? Let me know in the comments section. 25. Speak less, do more. Talking is easy. Doing is hard. Too many people spend their lives talking about their goals, their dreams, and their plans, but never actually take action. They mistake discussion for progress, words for results. The truth is, the more you talk, the less you do. Real success comes from execution, not empty words. How to practice. Stop announcing your plans. The more you talk about what you're going to do, the less likely you are to do it. Keep your goals to yourself and let your results speak. Let actions be your voice. Instead of saying, "I'm going to get in shape," go train. Instead of saying, "I want to start a business," start working on it. Less talking, more doing. Avoid seeking approval. Many people talk about their goals just to receive validation from others. This creates an illusion of progress while nothing actually changes. Do things for yourself, not for attention. Measure progress, not words. At the end of the day, ask yourself, what did I accomplish today? If you talked more than you acted, you're on the wrong path. Takeaway: results don't come from what you say. You don't get stronger by talking about going to the gym. You don't build a business by discussing ideas. Action is what separates the successful from the dreamers. Speak less, do more. Let your results be the only proof you need. 26. Be strong, no matter what. Life is unpredictable. Challenges will come when you least expect them. Failure, loss, betrayal, hardship. Many people crumble under pressure, letting circumstances dictate their emotions and actions. But true strength isn't about avoiding difficulties. It's about facing them head-on and refusing to break. How to practice. Control your mindset. Strength starts in your mind. When faced with difficulty, ask yourself, will I let this defeat me, or will I use it to grow? Choose resilience over self-pity. Embrace hardship as a test. Every struggle is an opportunity to prove your strength. The most successful people in history were not the ones who had an easy path, but the ones who refused to give up. Stop waiting for rescue. No one is coming to save you. Strength comes from self-reliance, from taking responsibility for your own life, no matter how unfair things seem. Stand firm in your principles. Strength isn't just about enduring hardship. It's about standing for what you believe in, even when it's unpopular or difficult. Never compromise your values for comfort. Takeaway: weakness is easy, complaining, blaming, making excuses. Strength is hard, enduring, adapting, overcoming. But in the end, only one of these paths leads to success. Life will test you. Be strong, no matter what. 27. Fear less, live more. Fear controls more lives than failure ever will. It keeps people stuck in their comfort zones, afraid to take risks, pursue dreams, or even be themselves. The fear of judgment, failure, or the unknown is often worse than the reality itself. If you let fear dictate your choices, you will never truly live. How to practice. Identify your fears. Ask yourself, what am I afraid of? Fear thrives in the unknown. Define it, break it down, and it loses its power. Take small, bold steps. Courage isn't about eliminating fear. It's about acting despite it. Start small. Speak up, take on challenges, push beyond your usual limits. Stop overthinking. Most fears exist only in your mind. The more you analyze, the bigger they seem. Instead of hesitating, act. Action destroys fear. Accept that fear will always exist. You can't eliminate fear entirely, but you can choose not to let it control you. The more you face it, the weaker it becomes. Takeaway: fear is a prison, and only you hold the key. Every great opportunity, every moment of growth, lies just beyond fear. The choice is simple: fear less, live more. 28. Act now, tomorrow is too late. Procrastination is the silent killer of dreams. Too often, people wait for the perfect moment, when they have more time, more confidence, or more resources. But the truth is, that moment never comes. Every day wasted in hesitation is a day lost forever. How to practice. Stop waiting for motivation. If you wait to feel ready, you'll wait forever. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. Start now, even if it's uncomfortable. Break it down. Big goals can feel overwhelming. Instead of waiting for the right time, take the smallest possible step today. One step leads to another. Adopt a now mindset. Whenever you catch yourself saying, "I'll do it later," stop. Ask yourself, what can I do right now? Even 5 minutes of effort is better than none. Accept imperfection. Many people delay action because they fear failure. But waiting doesn't make success more likely. It only guarantees inaction. Start messy, learn as you go. Takeaway: the future is uncertain, and tomorrow isn't promised. The only time you truly own is now. If something matters, do it today, because someday becomes never, and later turns into regret. 29. Pain is temporary, strength is forever. Pain is inevitable, whether physical, emotional, or mental, but many people let it define them, believing that suffering is permanent. The reality is, pain fades, but the strength gained from enduring it lasts a lifetime. The difference between those who grow and those who break is how they respond to discomfort. How to practice. Reframe pain as growth. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Every struggle is a lesson in resilience. Push through discomfort, whether in the gym, at work, or in personal challenges. Train yourself to embrace the discomfort. The more you endure, the stronger you become. Remember that it passes. No pain lasts forever. The heartbreak, the failure, the exhaustion, they all fade with time. But the strength you build by pushing through remains. Use pain as fuel. The most successful people turn their hardships into stepping stones. Use adversity as motivation to prove to yourself that nothing can break you. Takeaway: pain is temporary, but quitting makes it permanent. Every challenge you overcome adds to your strength, making you unshakable. When it hurts, remind yourself, this is not the end, it's just the path to something greater. Keep going. 30. Never surrender to weakness. Weakness is not just physical. It's in the mind, in the excuses we make, in the moments we let fear, doubt, and laziness take control. Everyone feels weak at times, but the real danger is surrendering to it. The moment you give in, you make it a habit. Strength is not about never struggling. It's about refusing to let weakness win. How to practice? Recognize the voice of weakness. Pay attention to the excuses you tell yourself. I'll do it tomorrow. It's too hard. I'm not good enough. Weakness often disguises itself as logic. Don't fall for it. Take action despite resistance. Strength is built in the moments when you don't feel like showing up, but do it anyway. Discipline is choosing to act, even when it's uncomfortable. Train your mind like a muscle. Just like lifting weights makes you physically stronger, pushing through mental barriers makes you mentally stronger. The more you resist weakness, the weaker it becomes. Adopt a warrior mindset. Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and modern leaders all share the same philosophy. Hardship is the test, and resilience is the answer. See every challenge as a chance to prove your strength. Takeaway: weakness only wins if you let it. Strength isn't about feeling powerful all the time. It's about standing firm when everything inside you says to quit. No matter how tired, frustrated, or afraid you are, never surrender. Keep moving forward. Final thoughts: mastering your mind is not about being perfect. It's about showing up every day, making the hard choices, and refusing to let fear, doubt, or weakness control you. The 30 principles we've covered are not just ideas, they are tools. But tools only work if you use them. If you take even one of these lessons and apply it consistently, you will start to see a difference in how you think, how you act, and ultimately, how you live. Strength, discipline, and resilience are built, not given. The question is, will you do the work? If this video gave you value, show your support by liking and sharing it with others who need to hear this. And if you want more content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. What's the one principle you struggle with the most? Which one has already made a difference in your life? Let's start a real conversation and help each other. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.